Good morning and welcome back. We are in the first point. We've had a turnover already, so a break chance for the Swedish under-17s. They're taking on Delft's very own Force Elektro as the Swedes fire deep, but it is knocked away there. The number 40 shirt, Vekade, knocks it away. I'm Stefan Rapazzo here with Anna Minad. Rising High 2024. How are we doing, Anna?
Very well. Second game that we are commentating today, and I am really excited to see the under-17 boys playing on against the Delft original team Force Elektro.
Good recovery, and then the catch wide open. Anderson flippers back. Loser leads. I thought there was a pick there, but no, they continue on. Fake backhand goes back. Lesser, and in for the goal. Force Elektro make it dirty, but they make it hold.
Yes, and I think Force Elektro has one of the tallest Dutch Frisbee players on their team. Number 88, Leo Hendricks. He is really tall.
He's a big man.
He's a big man.
And if you're one of the tallest Dutch players, then you're really, really tall.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the Dutch are tall.
The Dutch are tall.
But he's not as tall as the national team. I'm thinking that there's one tall, skinny guy who plays with, what's Johan van der Woude's team?
Yes. Groningen. Chronicle
dizziness.
I think you're thinking about Lars, blonde, tall guy.
What's his last name?
I'm not sure.
But yes, I think
Lars is also quite one of the tallest
enormous
here.
man.
And I see Molnar pulling and chasing down that pull quite quickly. Putting up with a straight force immediately. And
and a knock
quite
away.
Effective.
And Philip Molnar, the super team standout, Slovakian-born, playing now in the Netherlands for a few years. Scuba, and then leading throw back corner of the end zone, and Delft, Force Elektro, put another one on the board. That's a break.
And I have to say that's why we love Philip. This very nice, creative throws, the Scubers. He can throw almost everything he wants to. He gets super low for breaks, has nice hooks, and really puts creativity to the game. And I have to say, Steph, Philip is not only a super team player, but also representing Gut for his second or third year, and now playing in the open division.
Is it second or third?
Second or third. I'm not sure.
He will be, and we're going to keep fighting to see who owns him, I guess, because he will be, and this is us both owning him. Nobody owns him. He's his own owner.
He's free.
But he will be the only defending champion in the mixed division at Windmill this year, because he's defending Grut's title, and the rest of Grut are in open and women's. And he will be defending it as a member, so we bring him as our pedigree member to carry the championship. Wind up. Here come the young Swedes.
Big effort.
Gets the throw to go. Then Anderson. Verge again. Nielsen.
And I have to say, Delft is trying to poach a little bit around the stack, but Sweden, is getting really good through the defense.
Next throw goes Berge. He goes upfield. Centering throw, Nilsson.
And again, force poaching in deep and under a bit, surrounding the Sweden boys upfield. Nice save there.
Now into the hands of Anderson. He goes wide and around. Center zips one forward. That goes to Nilsson. Nilsson, continuation again in the middle. Good movement, Miller.
Nice handler throw here.
Back to the middle. There's a bit of a poach, but can't get a touch. Now Anderson. Goes to Berge. Berge finds a seam in the middle. Quick to the next throw. Nilsson spins around, gets Berge. Can the Swedes be patient
Convert
enough?
it.
And they cannot. The youth just get a little excited. They looked good the whole way up the field.
I'm surprised by the calmness of this under 17 team. I think it's really calm, really not hasty decisions making, and that's again so important as a young team to have that skill.
Let us know back home who you're rooting for, who you think's going to win this one. You here watching the young Swedes, you here watching the hometown heroes. We want to know. Delft, force Elektro, big throw too high, and they're going to give it right back to the young Swedes. Nilsson winds up, puts the deep, 2 blue jerseys, 1 white jersey, and he had both hands on it and couldn't hang on. Gustav Anderson.
Great read from him, just almost there. And also beautiful throw, big wind up, big hug. I think that way it's a bit downwind. Might throw a bit more downwind this game than upwind. We can expect big hugs.
Molnar goes to center. Now to the far sideline, thought about the huck, then gets it under, and the layout didn't get a touch, but did get a distraction. Sweden, next try, third try. Berge goes to the sideline. Now into the 19 shirt, Sundström. Anderson to Berge. Berge with
high
the and
release.
throw. And then
love
into the corner.
Love it.
Why do you love that throw?
Yeah, I might throw it myself a bit too often, but I do have the feeling on the high release, it's such a slow throw into most of the times open space that it almost can't go wrong if you have it. So
I mean, you can't go wrong in the sense that it's undefendable.
that's true.
I always said that with a hammer too. I mean, there is some things with a hammer that can, because of its flight path, but its release point, it's very difficult unless there's a very tall mark. And same thing with a high release, unless you really hold it up and wait for it. But if you can bring it from your hip to your shoulder and throw it in one movement, it's very difficult to defend.
Especially when it's not that quick as a hammer, but a bit more floaty, but sharp. It gives so much opportunity to catch it for offense. So Berge, keep them coming, please. And I'm also very curious what the average age of the under 17 team will be.
Probably
you have
16
any
and
idea?
a half. That's my guess.
Because also Rising High is such a good stage for under 17 and under 20 players to get your experience, play already tight games.
It's already proven that Rising High is the perfect preparation tournament to win European Youth Championship.
Especially in the under 17 division.
That's what I mean. We know people who've done that before.
Number
Leading
88.
throw, the big man on the chase. Well adjusted, easy adjustment really, because the throw was beautiful. Leo Hendricks cashes in the goal.
And I think Leo is one of the classic Force players from Force. He is with the team already quite some time, as well as Job Alofs and Lennart Hessels. I think they are quite around for a long time for Force Elektro. And also Force has done some crazy wins in the Netherlands. I remember from quite a few years ago, somehow beaten every other team and won the Dutch competition. And I think that's a moment Force really put themselves on the map in the Dutch Frisbee world.
We have arrived. Get to know us.
Force Elektro.
Force Elektro.
Also recruiting many players in Delft. They are now also with 2 teams, Force Rising and Force High. And I love to see that Ultimate is also growing fast here in Delft. Molnar with the pull again. And number 67 chasing.
Berge goes back and forth.
I see some split stack from the under 17 team.
Berge again. Zips inside. Berge, certainly their primary handler. He gets a lot of touches already in this game.
Yes.
Anderson back to Berge. Berge underneath finds Bromstrom.
Number 24,
Nilsson throws into the defense, and they get a smack away. They're discussing the contact. What were your thoughts on that one?
I didn't quite see it that well, but from the part I see, there were some bumps and there was contact, but I think... I'm not sure on this one. I think they're getting some feedback from teammates here. There are also no hand signals, so I'm not sure what the initial call is. But it's a turn. Molnar getting it.
So I think the turnover stands. Molnar picks up. The turnover stands. I think I agree with that. Molnar lets one go out of bounds. Too much inside edge on it.
And this gives Sweden, again, a good option to make a break.
Wind up and delivery, and he doesn't like it, but he gets a reception.
What a catch.
He's still not playing because he was so upset about his throw. That's where you got to get mature, and the next throw too far.
What a creativity, I have to admit, from the under 17 boys. I really like to play, or to see this daring play style.
Yeah.
2 big throws.
Nilsson did really good to catch up to that and make the play, because the first throw, let's be honest, not perfect. Anderson knew it. Second throw, I liked as well that they just went for it. They took the blade. There was a chance.
I like that too. Now Force has to be on their toes because they know now these throws are getting out of the team. Nice switching also here.
Good pickup there. Now Force Elektro come out. Molnar's open, but the throw can't go. Now into the backfield.
To Job.
Philip Molnar with the disc.
And the under 17 boys are really tight on their defense now. Trying to shut it down. But still Force keeping calm, using nice break options.
Alofs looks upfield, breaks, and gets a gainer. Now look back to the middle collar, goes to Molnar. Molnar quickly delivers up the line. 18 shirt. Looks back to middle now. Philip Molnar breaks. Leading throw to the corner and finds the goodies. That one's in for a goal. Donas.
52 was also close. Anderson again. And Philip is keep on throwing those inside throws on the break side for Force. I'm curious if the under 17 boys will see this on Philip and maybe recognize that he is their priority handler in this team and put something to get him, especially out of his game.
Of course, they might recognize, maybe their coach, Thomas Eriksson, might recognize it for them. A storied player, has played many years of European and international ultimate. So maybe he'll be looking out for that too, Anna, and notice, hey, that number 53 guy, we got to watch him.
Yes. And I think it's so nice that the under 17 boys have a coach with so much experience that they can learn of and from.
So again, we'll always find time to give you reminders to like and subscribe. Click that bell, very easy to do. Let us know how you're doing in the chats. Let us know who you're watching, who you're cheering for. We love to engage with you back at home while you watch. And we love to be here at Rising High for the very first time ever, ULTI.TV. They've done some independent streams before, but to get under the big shiny ULTI.TV lenses, what a treat for this tournament. We are thrilled to be here.
Roller pool from Force and the Sweden boys getting a bit difficult here, getting the point started.
Oh, we've got some Tom Blasman style over there with the wraparound sunglasses.
Yeah.
Inside throw, low, hits the biceps. And Sweden still trying to get out of their own end. Tight defense, and that is just enough. Pick up one throw.
Hendricks putting very much pressure on the O there.
It was Hessels who caught the goal, but yeah, Hendricks, everybody putting on very, very tough pressure there.
Yeah, really team-y. And also Hendricks, his arms also got quite some length, so he will be able to just get a D when it's needed.
Okay, so we noticed it, the ski goggles style sunglasses. That's like a new fad in ultimate fashion. What are your thoughts?
New or old? I have the feeling it's already a bit
it's played
there
out.
for
it's played out. It's
yeah.
old school now. Too many people are doing it now. I mean, I'd say it's like for the last year and a half. I remember like
True.
You know, as soon as you start seeing it in USAU Club Ultimate, then it carries over. And I think we saw it in USAU Club at least last year in the final. There were lots of prominent players doing it.
Also, I remember Benjamin Ort wearing very, very outstanding glasses in the USA.
He's still got him. Him and Blasman, they both wear what I call the wraparound iridium lenses.
They both also have a quite iconic and personal style, in my opinion.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We'll have to judge their style. We'll have to get, I mean, Ben Ort always with the arm sleeve too, the shooter sleeve. It used to be the fireball. Now he's gone single color.
True.
Sweden spinning around on the mark. That is Anderson who gets forward to Nilsson. Nilsson swipes a fake, then comes under. Slow moving cut in the end, but he was wide open with Sundström.
Nilsson doing some quite important things for the handlers here for the under 17 boys, getting very wide open up line.
Free again, goes to Sundström. He finds just enough of a lane. Now to Cesar Nilsson. There's two brothers out there. Berge goes for the inside throw.
Beautiful inside throw in the end zone. Very nice from number 34, Berge.
Berge finds the inside seam. Beautiful throw.
I think Nielsen and Anderson are really, really well working together in that handler space. Really finding each other well, being active enough when it's needed, but also backing off a bit when the point is going. And I have the feeling the under 17 boys are getting a bit more in the game, getting a bit more connected, keeping their calm, and maybe they will get a bit closer to the score, which is now 5 for Force and 2 for the under 17 Sweden boys. It might be true that Force Elektro also got a coach with them, explaining what they will do right now. Oh no. Force is ready with their hands up. Sweden is not quite ready yet. but now are going to the line. Still discussing, but the pool is up.
Oh, rate that pull. Low rating.
And
Ooh.
a zone is being put up by the Sweden.
And a massive zone, 4 on the front here. Will they get the trap? Oh, they've got through to the other side. Have Elektro. Force
And
Elektro.
they are putting some pressure on the handlers here.
Lesward. Now up line. Hessels.
But nice breaking through this cup.
Far sideline, they creep up that sideline. Hendricks pops one over the top, finds all alone in the middle. Hessels leads forward. Now meters away, they've found some space in this Swedish zone. Middled again, Lesward. Pops forward, Hessels. Not yet, Lesward.
Number 88 with his hands up in the back of the end zone, waving I'm open.
Find me. Lesward goes to the middle, still not in. Hessels, but the defense clamps, and there. Hendricks had his hands up earlier, as you noticed, had him up again in the corner.
Yes.
And
now it works. Hessels with a score. Excuse me, Hendricks with the score, number 88 for Force Elektro, making the score 6-2. And I do think they Force might use their height and their length a bit more. They have some quite tall Dutch people, and maybe we will see a bit more risky throws getting there. Maybe some Scandinavian style hammers, blades, longer shots. Maybe Molnar will deliver some more scoobers. And maybe also the Swedish boys will show us some Scandinavian styled ultimate here.
So you said Molnar's name again, and I get excited about Super Team. What are your thoughts on Super Team and Minad?
Yeah, I was a bit disappointed I am not playing mixed anymore for this year.
Yes.
But for the Super Team, yeah, I think it's a really, really good initiative to put Frisbee more on the map with this, like outstanding teams. You just create a show, and that sometimes just needs to happen for Ultimate.
Yeah, it's a good year for the show. We'll see what happens, of course. Make sure you're tuned in for that show, Windmill, coming up this year. The streaming announcements coming soon, but lots of games to be streamed.
And thrown in the back of a Force player.
Right.
They generate a turn again on the Swedish
defense. So the pickup. Molnar cuts up line. Waits for the shimmy step and gets it. And then the deep shot, hanging, dangling, and into 2 hands. Job Alof with the goal. Force looking strong here. Big Huck really stretching out the field.
And I have to, what I recognize is Philip making an upline cut, and then number 18 really copied his style of cutting and got also big yards of upline. I think you just see how they learn from each other in this game.
Akanksha Damini Ghosh, looks like you've got some membership access. Thank you very much for getting that access in the chats. We love your support in doing that as well. Love to see you in the chats. Love to see you watching. A beautiful, beautiful day in Delft. A Dutch city known for pottery, is that right? Some of the ceramics and
that's right.
Color,
but right now, I think more known for the technical university and all the inventions.
Okay, historically for the pottery, modern
for the smart
tech universities. Okay, Swedish. Now they look at a zone. How will they do against it? So far, so good, bouncing it back and forth.
Beautifully thrown to this wall. Also one Swedish boy waving with his hands. I'm open deep. But Philip
Berge.
guarding this deep also very well.
Ooh, and waited that whenever we got there. Anderson to Berge. Now on the sideline, Linus Anderson. There's two Andersons out there right now. Molnar steps in from the deep and takes it away. Philip again. Throws low and bobbled and dropped there. The Andrew Gold unable to hang on, and Sweden will have a second chance.
Stepping out for the big hook, but it's not coming.
Over top.
Nice effort by Force.
Anderson went through, and it was Vedig in the middle there. Now Anderson again, upline throw goes. Fischer. Fischer zips one into the middle. Berge winds up too much on it. And the deep again, Philip Molnar, the closest to the disc.
He was. Big under for Delft. Ooh, but just an unfortunate error.
Just a full bobble on that one. Donas can't hang on.
Very good opportunity for the under 17 boys to now convert this point.
Short field, Berge goes inside. Fischer goes back. Berge, quick, up the line, right back into the hands of Berge. He looks to go visionary, but then back to center. Center, now it's back in the hands of Anderson. Two Andersons again, out there again. Don't be reminded of that. Don't forget that. That is Gustav Anderson.
And will they deliver a high release as... Ooh.
Oh, and Berge, that shows some cockiness there. Picks it out of the sky and gives a look towards the defender. And then throws the over-the-shoulder backhand. Nice score to Jonas Fischer and Sweden.
This was really showing the eagerness of the Swedish boys. I think this was very well played, very calm, but quick when the moments were there. Just swinging around, taking the open option before you put a beautiful open backhand into the end zone. Very much patience from the under 17 boys. I think this really shows how good they can be and that there's so much potential still in this game to get some more points here. 7-3 is the score now.
And there's a timeout on the field. We're going to take a short break too and be back with more action after this.
Those who do not know their history can never relive it. The skies, the dives, the sideline smiles. Our past is held in photo albums, drinking stories. The present is a gift. And here at ULTI.TV, we want to make sure we always appreciate it, capturing the immortal moments of Ultimate from around the world and making sure everyone can enjoy them for free, forever. Because the future belongs to all of us.
We are a group of Ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, ULTI.TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund
our
work to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
Wait. Isn't this for the other apparel? We've got like new stuff, right? Bring it in.
Feast your eyes on the new fan version of our iconic ULTI.TV sweatshirts. Great fan gear available for you. Check out our new range of colors and insist on staying warm and looking fresh. Shipping is available after EUCF. Get your fan gear and be one of us.
Back in action, 7-3. Force Elektro up on the young Swedes. This is the under-17 team looking to get themselves some excellent playing experience before their European campaign kicks off.
Surrounding a stack a bit from the under-17 team, but Force playing through it quite well.
Hendricks shoots up line, gets meters, and then the shot for goal counts with a nice catch out of the 14 shirt. That is Van Haastrecht.
Van Haastrecht. Yes, yes. You're very close, this one. Alexander van Haastrecht converting the points. Very, very nice red and very nice catch indeed.
Yeah, nice. He did a good job to get up. The defense was in front of him, so a little bit distracting. So nice to see the focus maintained and the goal hauled in. And that makes it 8-4. 8-3. And so that's going to make it a very quick halftime. We're going to take another quick break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this halftime message.
Always on the move? You can keep up to date with ULTI.TV on all of our social media channels. Like, follow, subscribe, share us with a friend, or send us a message just to say hey. Thank you for supporting us in our mission to grow Ultimate everywhere.
Back in action, you see Force Elektro there. They've got a nice lead, 8-3 over the Swedish under-17s. I'm Stefan Rapazzo here with Anna Minad. Thanks for joining us on ULTI.TV at Rising High from Delft. Anna, 1.5 games in the booth so far. How are we feeling?
I like it. I like it. I see some creativity, some daring. Oh, disc on the field. No, I see some youth making some daring options and daring throws, and it's really why I also like Rising High as a tournament.
Yeah, great to see these young ones.
Isolating some players upfield, but Force putting up a zone, which...
Nilsson going up and over, then back to Berge. Nilsson.
They have a player across field is open, but not hitting him. Might be a bit too risky for the under-17 boys.
Working their way through the zone. That one floaty, it's going to go out of bounds.
Just not there yet for number 24 with his flick throw, but hitting and trying to hit the open player. Molnar picking it up again on the sideline for Force Elektro. Throwing a beautiful break and a swing, which gives Force a perfect position. And it's got caught by number 18. Pretty perfect. And putting up a big plate, which is collected. And another point for Force Elektro, which was really, really spectacular finish of this point. Beautiful blade putting up across the end zone.
9-3 now. Force Elektro really pouring it on. 6-point lead, and a great learning lesson so far for the young Swedes. I'm sure they still think they can make a game of it, but for now they got to take every chance they can get to just make small adjustments, tune things up, and improve with every small opportunity they're going to get here.
Yeah, and I'm happy that number 24 Nilsson was able to, even though the throw was a bit off, still put it cross field to the open player, break through that zone. That's really a really important option for the under 70 boys to get out of that corner. And I'm happy the open person on the other side has been recognized and seen. I think they will, if Force will put up an extra zone or another zone, they will recognize a bit more quickly how they should play through the zone again. Now another opportunity for the under 17 Swedish boys to convert a point in this game. Molnar putting the hands up. Under 17 still discussing.
And Ankanksha, I hope I get your name right, but thank you so much for your contributions in the chats. Wonderful stuff. We hope you can inspire many others to do the same as you, as this Swedish team hopes to inspire their fans and spectators watching back home. Herlin now crosses the field. Lindblad, and Molnar walks through it defensively. Molnar's
going
off.
Deep, and of course
And
you shoot
too
it.
much on it. Molnar was definitely going to be open, but that one had to float just a little bit more than that.
A bit too sharp by number 87, Mr. Olofs. Again, a side stack from the under 17 boys. Working it around.
In their own end, they do get a little gainer there. Danielson goes into Fisher. Fisher finds some space. Anderson, one of the brothers, that's Linus. He throws low and he gets it through. And that's just an assumed brother. They might not be, just have the same last name. Anderson, of course, a common Swedish name. Herlin goes back and then bounces to the far side, which is actually center. Anderson, and the catch can't squeeze. Herlin claps his hands and sees the disc go to ground. Philip Molnar on the pickup.
Of course, looking for the break side.
Does get it across. Gold calling for some more cuts, and the bid in front. Nice play for the Swedes. Low pickup again. That young man is everywhere. Inside. And good play by the Swedes again. Arne in on a couple touches. Now Herlin goes back. Anderson. Anderson looks to the middle. Dump space. Arne. They continue to recycle. Into the middle. Looking at that goal line now, not quite in. Danielson goes back again. Anderson fakes, shows the backhand, doesn't give it, then gives it in the dump space. Fisher turns, has a look at the end zone. Now puts the blade, has target on the back, and too far, too high.
45 really feeling sad about his throw. Picking himself up again, putting his hopefully best defense on number 73 from Delft.
And Mr. Philip Molnar one more time with the disc from the goal line. Great first throw for a big gainer. He gets it back and gives the big backhand that chases on. What a throw. Good, simple adjustment to make it work by Donas. And now he has a great dump pass.
Which is a bit scary.
Floated one. Gold had a couple touches.
And enough pressure from the under 70 boy to make him doubt.
Yeah, a little bit hasty to go into goal there, but Sweden don't mind. They get another chance. Ooh, saving catch there by Danielson.
Nice break throw here.
Did you ever watch The Karate Kid?
I
Is
have
that
to
way
say
before
no.
you? Yes,
I'm
I know.
sorry.
You've heard of it, I'm sure.
I heard of it, definitely.
Well, I say the name Danielson in Swedish, and I remember Mr. Miyagi with a Japanese accent talking about Daniel-san. Daniel-san.
So we have a new Karate Kid.
Yeah, we've got the
on
Karate
the
Kid
team.
out there, Danielson.
Karate Kid Danielson.
Philip Molnar picking up. Last huck was a scintillator. Let's see what he's got this time. Another beautiful throw.
Open
no
option.
surprise. Le Pigeon, as it says on his shirt, is number 67, Rambord. Throws a beautiful assist.
And this brings the score 10-3 for Force Elektro.
RGP Racing in the chats. Thanks for your information too. Love the info you've got. Some experience playing against these players, and happy to see you back watching them duke it out. The Swedes and some of the Force Elektro players that you recognize from your old playing days. Score 10-3. I'm here with Anneminad. It's an English-speaking person would say Anne Menard.
Yeah,
like
I
would
think
say Anne Menard.
in Frisbee, most people recognize my name by Anne Menard.
Say
and
it properly in Dutch.
Anne Menard.
Anne Menard. I try and say
Yeah.
Anne Menard.
But my family members call me Anne Menard now as well, and I think we have to thank you partly for that. So
Anne Menard. Of course, you'll remember Anne from her good playing days, and she was one of the big stories at under 24 last year. A woman playing in the open division, and a heck of a job she did there. Make sure you go back and watch some of that footage. But that must have been a crazy experience for you.
yes, it was.
You loved it.
I loved it. I learned a lot.
And your team super supportive of having you, of course, and you seemed like you were just completely integrated. You know, you were the only woman playing, but on your team you just seemed like one more roster player, fit in perfectly, and were busting up some of the boys out there. I was loving watching.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The Anderson lad, one of the two, goes back to Berge, who we've enjoyed watching him throw today. And another nice throw under the hand of the mark, Nilsson. Nilsson goes to Berge, back to Nilsson. Ooh, and a hand there!
Snappy D.
Slap away. The sun almost over top of us right now. We're going to get to be in the shade for the remainder of the day, us personally. Hendricks.
Two hassles. A bit of a chaotic. Ooh.
I love the diving mark, and this one hangs up. The tall target is going to take that beautiful deep throw to set that up.
But no unnecessary jumping. I also think number 88 boxed it really well, waited for the moment to catch it. And I think he is just a very, very good deep target to have on your team. And also beautiful thrown made by the other Force player. The score is now 12, I think, to 3 for the Force Elektro boys. And I have the feeling they are also quite comfortable on their home turf here playing in Delft. Coaches are discussing the tactics for the Delft boys. And the Swedish again have an opportunity to get another point in this game. I'm curious if the Swedish boys will put up another split stack or like a variation on their offense. I see them play some few tactics, and I'm curious what they will put up now in this 0 points.
Every time you say you're curious, I also become curious to see how many people can hit that like button.
Yes, that is a very, very big thing on my mind right now.
Top focus. How many
Top
people
focus.
can hit it?
Come on.
Ooh, the nice bid there, but the Swedes do connect. Danielson, the Karate Kid.
And
leading throw too far. No layout available. It was the wrong edge, wrong shape for anything to help that throw.
Molnar picking up again on the sideline, marked by number 24, Nielsen.
Alofs goes to
I like the
opposite
mashup. Nielsen, Molnar. Can Nielsen get there just in time?
Alofs
Oh,
low throw. I think there's a foul on that.
foul. He was aiming for the foot block, I think, but just...
A kick on the hand there. I think he's okay, but
I think so too.
gotta be careful. What is the name of this famous painting who is the jersey of Force Elektro? Do you know?
I shoot, and now I am very embarrassed. I don't know by heart.
I don't either. So, oh, nice second effort on that catch. We'll see if we can. Anybody in the comments, if you can help us,
I think
we'd love to know.
I think it's the het melkmeisje.
Okay. Molnar goes under, goes around, shoots for goal, and great throw, Philip Molnar. He spots Elofs for the goal, and another one for Force Elektro as Molnar continues to shine. And so who did you think that painting was?
It was, I know again, Melkmeisje, it's called.
Melkmeisje.
Melkmeisje, Milk Girl.
Milk Girl.
It's the hard
Melkmeisje.
translation, and it's painted by Vermeer. He was a very famous Dutch painter.
From Delft? We don't know.
I can search
We'll
it
find out. And was it originally with the eye black on?
No. No,
okay,
no,
so
no.
that's...
That's the...
I know, Anna.
Oh. Yeah, I always find it funny. I don't know the real story behind the Melkmeisje being on the shirts of Force Elektro, but I still find it funny that the Tech University has some artsy stuff going on their jerseys.
They want to show their diversity. We're
I
not
think
just
so
techies.
too. We have a cultural and artsy heart somewhere.
Love us for our cultural depth.
Exactly. Molnar again with the pull. Let's rate this one. It's downwind.
Rate Molnar's pull.
It's quite far. Not hanging really long, but I would say solid 7.5, maybe. Maybe 8. Nah, 7.5 is good.
7, yeah, don't be too generous just because we love them.
Oh, and it was close from number 87.
Next throw connects. Sundstrom.
Putting hard defense on number 24, if I'm correct.
Berge goes up line, finds one of the Nielsen brothers, winds up, and then goes really hard into the backfield. And Anderson, what a great chase.
Collected, really nice. They lost some yards.
But they kept possession.
That's really important. Putting up a nice break.
Anderson again, he's doing some hard work on this point. 52-53, that's a good matchup, Molnar and Anderson. And Molnar tries to cheat, and then Anderson ends up wide open. And a defensive switch. Ooh, and a poach again, but they can't get it. Anderson jacks it the other way. Bromstrom's underneath it and does collect. Brostrom, well run. And another goal on the board for Sweden. That's 4 against Force Elektro's 12.
And I have to say the defense of Job Alofs, number 87, was really tight here on the handlers. He was giving almost nothing to them. But still, it was just not enough. And so the under 70 boys scored their points.
So you got to love our chat. They always help us out, Anna. So it's the girl with the pearl, the Meisje met de Parel.
Oh.
And it is Vermeer is from Delft, but the painting hangs in Den Haag, as us English speakers would say, The Hague.
The Hague, yeah, and that also shows that my cultural knowledge from arts is on a really low state.
It's somewhere parallel to mine.
I hope my mom is not listening.
I hope your
She
mom
would
is
be
listening. It's going to be
very,
her birthday
disappointed.
tomorrow, I understand.
That is true, yes.
Happy birthday in advance. Is it bad luck to say happy birthday in advance in Dutch?
Not that I know of.
In
so
French
I
it
think
is. You're
it's-
not supposed. The French do not like to say happy birthday if it's
In
before the
advance.
birthday. After, of course, is fine. On the day is wonderful, but you shouldn't say it before.
In advance.
Interesting little. See, we're cultural in other ways.
That's. I'm happy we can put it that way. Force coming with a horizontal stack.
Looking to the far sideline.
Trying, swinging.
Leading
Nice,
throw.
nice yards getting there. Nice
Hendricks.
inside.
Not quite in, but ooh, a nice catch behind the back there. Made his receiver turn around, but handy little catch.
Yes, definitely. Not sure who he is because there's no number on the back.
The numberless man.
The numberless guy with a massive catch in the end zone. 13-4 now for Force Elektro. And Steph, I have to bring it up again because we have a super teamer playing right now. There will be some, I have to say, super exciting news for the super team. Quite quick.
There is. If you're not following Super Team, make sure you check out the Instagram account, Tokai_Super Team, the Tokai Super Team. And we had put up a contest for our 20th spot, and we have voted internally. We have not told everyone yet exactly who we have, but we do have very exciting news about who our 20th player. I still feel like every roster reveal, there's still 4 more roster players to be revealed, 2 on Monday and then 2 on Friday, the last of which was the contest awarded roster spot. But
and I can't give away anything, only that when I heard who it is,
her jaw dropped.
I was shocked. I almost screamed.
Which is
So-
exactly what we want. We want people screaming in disbelief how super this team, in fact, will be. So the Swedes in the backfield. Anderson. There he is, Molnar, the super team member, playing defense out there.
And a good member as well.
We're going to do this all day long.
I think so.
Nilsson hanging, and wow, what a read!
Wow.
Lefty grab between 2
Amazing.
defenders. That is a junior Sky done at a senior
Unbelievable.
level.
And his whole team is running on the field cheering for him. This was an incredible catch. Incredible catch. Number 25.
Now, the head taps is a new thing as well. The too short. Not my favorite celebration. The kids seem to love it, but
Yeah, it's a
not
bit
my
cocky
favorite.
maybe.
They're watching the NBA is too much.
But still, this catch was
Yeah, that was
unbelievable.
worthy of celebration. That was an
Definitely.
incredible catch.
Nielsen bringing it home for the under 17 boys.
And we've got a bell.
We hear the 5 minutes.
5 minutes. If you're Force Electra, they might think they could get to the end before time does. They're 2 points away. It could well happen. We get to 15 points before we get to the time over.
Might happen indeed.
Especially
But
with them
first-
receiving right now.
A pull from number 34, Bergen. Quite far pull in the end zone of the opponent.
Wind up. Puts it away. Ooh, and pressure on. Hessels goes back. Finds the middle. Now gets a nice reception to Van Hastrecht. He hands one over the top. Lesuer.
14 van Haastrecht again.
Lesuer, now Hendricks. Wind up, he puts it Hangs, and the trailer
Ooh,
comes in. There he is again, Van Haastrecht with the goal.
Beautiful. Saved Hassels quite well there in the end zone. And Forrest making it 14-5.
So they are on game point. They're going to have a lot of game points in a row. Can they do it on defense? As Benji Reese says, really good teams win games playing D. Can they pull, get it back, and win that game? That is a big indicator of teams that are really tried and tested and ready to win and, you know, asserting dominance.
I also see in a comment someone asking about a weather and wind update.
Ooh,
I
what
have
do
the
we know?
feeling the wind is there, but not like dominating the game. We have a bit of an upwind downwind situation here on the field, and the weather is for a Dutch weather weekend pretty nice. It's around 22 degrees, I think. Little breeze, not too much, but it is enough to make an up and downwind field. And the pool is up again. And under 17 has an opportunity to play offense. Again, putting their split stack again, trying to make the point starting well. Got swung, quick handler movements.
Wind up by Anderson, but he puts it away. Looks to the middle and had a seam, but that one gets taken away, gobbled up by
taking some risk with his throw, but I think it's almost necessary in this part of the game to really put up the risky throw sometimes and break things open.
Gold looks back to the end zone. Fakes a couple times, then centers. Kot throws into traffic, gets a nice catch falling to the ground. That one out of Collard. Now in the corner, and they've done it as we suspected. Good teams find ways to win on defense and force Elektro to that end, qualifying themselves as a good team.
And winning on home turf always feels a little extra special. So congrats for Forrest for this quite big win. Every point counts. So they did a great job on this.
Wonderful stuff. Thank you for joining us, for being with us. You've still got time to hit that like and subscribe button on this match. Of course, make sure you're back. We've got more action all day long. In 10 minutes' time, we will see Hardfish taking on the Belgian under-20 side. Exciting stuff. Belgian youth program is exploding right now, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Thanks for all of you who redirected from the Super Team account and came to watch Philip play. But all said, it was been another wonderful second game of the day here. Loving Rising High. For Anna Minad, I've been Stefan Rapazzo. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll catch you next time.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, Ultimate.
ULTI.TV.